A true vigneron knows that great wine starts in the vineyard and takes shape in the winery. All three of these finalists embody the Kaitiakian stewardship of the land, nurturing not just the grapes and the vines, but the ecosystem in which they live. The fruits of their labor are then carefully given form and perfection via thoughtful guidance in the winery to capture the essence of their truth in bottle. That is the art of the vigneron. And this year's Vigneron of the Year is... Congratulations to Anna and Jason Flowerday of Te Whare Rā. Let's hear from the amazing couple behind these outstanding wines.
I'm Anna Flowerday, and my husband and I are the owners, winemakers, all the very glamorous jobs and all the very not glamorous jobs at Te Whare Rā Wines in Marlborough. We're the oldest small winery in the region and also have the very special privilege of having the oldest vines in the area as well. My husband and I are both winemakers by training, and we also both grew up with family vineyards. We took over in 2003, and now 2025 we're still here, still standing. Most of the time we're still talking to each other. It was really important to us when we looked at doing our own thing that we had not only the hands-on aspect in the winery but also in the vineyard. One of the things we loved about Te Whare Rā when we looked at buying it was the chance to have our own vineyard. We really feel like the quality control and the just attention to detail we can do at every step of the growing is what really makes a difference in the quality of our wines and really gives us a bit of an X factor, especially in tricky seasons and those kind of things. We know that we're kind of a bit more master of our own destiny, by not only making it ourselves but growing it ourselves. We've really got that extra, certainty that we know that we're putting in the work year in, year out. We think growing it ourselves is a really important difference to how we like to do things here at Te Whare Rā. We often get asked, what's the most challenging aspect of balancing viticulture and winemaking? And I think for us, it's actually kind of sharing those two roles. The wines are very much a team effort. We're both winemakers by training, and so making the wines is very much Jason and I side by side. I think we kind of agree probably about 95% of the time. So that means we can make wine together without killing each other. But also the 5% that we don't agree kind of makes it interesting. The viticulture is very much his baby. Our wines really are credit to his huge passion and thoughtfulness and just his approach to, every little aspect, meticulous level of detail that we can do and that countless hours he puts in makes such a big difference. And then I kind of take on all the sales and marketing and the compliance and this kind of stuff and the bits of the business that he doesn't like doing. So yeah, very much a team effort, and it's been a massive privilege to do this together over 20 plus years, side by side, through the good and the bad and the ugly and the hard, but I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone else. And yeah, he doesn't get enough praise because he's actually pretty amazing. So this is very much testament to all his hard work. Specific wine or vintage that we're most proud of, I think that's a really hard one. It's kind of like asking me who's my favourite kid, and we obviously have 4 children, so favourite kid depends on the day, favourite wine depends on the day. But I think actually one of the wines I'm really most proud of would be our field blend Toru. Toru is the Maori word for 3. It's a co-fermented field blend of Alsatian varietals, which we were really inspired by, and that's a wine that we developed back in 2006 before anyone was doing kind of field blends or skin contact whites and that kind of thing. We had a lot of doubters around us in the area when we first showed it at local winemaker tastings, but I just love how many people love that wine. I love it's just delicious. It gets past a lot of barriers with regard to prejudice about what people do and don't like. So yeah, probably my favourite wine of our lineup would be our Toru field blend. It means the world to us to have all our hard work acknowledged at this level. Everything we set out to do when we bought Te Whare Rā was all about excellence. We wanted our wines to be recognised alongside not just the best in Marlborough but the best in the country. This is truly one of the most amazing things with regard to recognition that we've had in our 20 plus years here now. It means everything. It means the world.